Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity, as I continue with my blind Let's Play. This time we're gonna go and complete this, the Master Below quest, help out the dragon, actually. And, oh, wait a minute, oh, whoops. I'm so glad I reread that.
Yes.
I was about to go to the Black Meadow and look for the person. But yeah, let us go back down and place the amulet on the statue to, I guess imbue it with its power and whatnot, and then go talk to the person. Here, let's speed this up. Yeah, then afterwards, I know I said I was going to cut it out last time, but I think what I'll do is actually show it off, but I'll just travel to the, back to the White Forge and whatnot. I'm just going to warn you guys, it's not going to be, exciting, but we'll see. And who knows, I could, I guess, potentially run into something, that'll make it exciting, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so we're back at this level, so yeah, have to come back here. Hey, Loth, what do you do? And then Mark, what? Try to be cool, go off on other pathways. Oh well. Okay, so, here we go. You stand at the center of the upturned palm, where the dragon directed you to place the amulet. You place the amulet carefully on the palm, and for a moment nothing appears to happen. Then as you look on, the Adra gem begins to grow faintly, and then steadily, gleaming like the dragon's own golden eyes. The amulet is warm to the touch when you retrieve it, and it seems to hum with power. Time to find that person, the Dragon Slayer. Alright, let us leave now. I'm so glad I looked back at the journal when I just started this. That would have been silly, going all the way there and having to turn all the way back, back around. One thing I'm curious about, I guess I've always been curious when it comes to games and whatnot, is what's like the first area, that these kind of games that they work on. Like, is it Cadnua? Like, it was like the first dungeon or first town or the last town? I'm just curious. I mean, they probably do everything kind of like, okay, this person works on this and this and this, and they kind of all work on it at the same time. But I don't know. Just something that's just kind of crossed my mind throughout the years. Just like, what's the first areas the designers work on, Alright, everybody's...
say, I'm impressed.
Well, thank you, Aloth, once again. So, yeah, everybody's rested up. Let's go find the person. I just thought about it. I need to go and talk to Durgan at some point. Because I think his side quest is still active. I guess a part of me is afraid to mess up that as well, given the what happened to the grieving mother. But oh well. Okay. Oop. Yeah, now it's really satisfying coming back to these areas, and that sounded weird. Oh, hello. And defeating all these enemies easily. Who is this? Oh, excellent. Perfect. A woman in gleaming mail stands guard before the shrine. My goodness. Her head bowed in thought or prayer. The clasp of her cloak bears the engraving of a dog's head. The amulet writes in your pack, seeming almost to be alive. You feel a pressing compulsion to do as the dragon asked and place it around the woman's neck.
Welcome.
Greetings, stranger. Don't see too many travelers out this way lately. Shame, really. You must be Felonrod, or however you say it. I didn't think my name was common knowledge. How's it that you know me? Ooh, man. Man, we could just lie. I don't know. I don't know. Gosh, our character's kind of slowly maybe not turning into that good of a person, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I guess a part of me, you know, coming from Old Valia and just like that merchant background and like the whole noble housing and whatnot, like, you know, yeah, there's some kind of, how would you say it? Like political intrigue. I was gonna say backstabbing, but you get what I'm going with. So yeah, I brought you a gift for helping my family with the Drake some years ago. She turns the Audra gem over in her hands. This is quite the gift. I fear I don't remember the occasion, but I'm glad I could have been of some service. She raises the amulet, lowering it over her head. I hope your family is well, and she pauses, frowning as something seems to distract her. Her expression shifts, bows furrowing as she listens. There's a flare of light from the amulet, which pulses like a star. Her face darkens, mouth pressed into a thin line as she concentrates. Idiot, you think to buy an alliance with a monster? I'll not be the coin you do. Coin you do so with. I'll end you here, psychopath, and their dragon as well. Oh boy. Alrighty. I don't think the dragon wanted us to kill her. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Your next blow sends the Dragon Slayer to her knees. She looks up with you with disguised loathing. Gritting bloody teeth. You don't know what you're doing. Think what she will do with this freedom. The amulet heaves and twists, and a thick of miasma seems to pour from this heavy gem. Unseen by all but you. It moves towards her eyes and face, and you hear her shout of anger as she recognizes too late the renewed incursion. No! She tries to rise, only to crumble once more to the ground. You'll regret... What else she meant to say is swallowed up by a strangled cry. Her limbs jerk, fingers spasming. You have the impression of a weak, frail light rising from her body, only to be scattered by a sudden pulsing glow. You are struck with a fleeting sensation of despair, and then a stronger, heady triumph. Whoops. For a moment, all is still, and then Fenrir's gaze settles upon you once again. Her eyes gleam a familiar fiery gold. She looks down at herself with a curious interest, then rises smoothly to her feet. I wasn't sure about this at first, but I gotta admit now that I have a dragon friend. It's harder to feel bad about it. Okay, Adair, there you go. I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't, I don't know, more aggressive about it. I don't know. That's really, I guess, surprising to me. I don't know. So yeah, how's it feel? She makes a strangled noise, a glowing cough, and then frowning, tries again. It is... Watcher. You know not the difference. I have felt all these things before, but as through a frog. What small lungs this body has, how quick the beat of its heart. You have freed me. It is no small thing to have a dragon in your debt. You know what, let's not... We already know where Theos is, so let's not do that. Well, like, that's... again, yeah, that'll come in handy, having this person in our debt. And I don't know if this will have any consequences in the second game, but we'll see. So yeah, glad to be of service. I have promised you something of worth. I cannot fight your battles, but you will find no small amount of wealth down in the caverns where you found my original form. I've gathered to myself 1,000 tales in those many years beneath the earth, but I remember yours most dearly. You'd be more than a match for this Theos. It should be quite the spectacle. I'm almost sorry to miss it. 2,000 years. And now I'm free. I know not where I'll go first. The Valian Republics, perhaps? Or the plains of Recreus. I should like to run, I think. Farewell, Watcher. Nice. So I guess now, oh, a quest, They Who Woke the Stars has been added. So it's time for another quest for Durance. Oh, hang on. Before we assign it, what's the story? The Gunfathan astronomers, oh my goodness, who protected the Lover's Tide that destroyed Andra's gift, took many of their instruments and notes and hid them out of fear that they might be captured by the Adirans. Decades after the war, the tribes recovered the astronomers' work. Unfortunately, all the original astronomers have died, and much of their writings have penned in an unknown cipher. 2 Valiant Dukes have offered a reward for anyone who can help crack the cipher for the Gunfathans. The tribes are reluctant to let anyone look at the notes, but believe it would be better to share their knowledge than to let it remain a secret. Good luck, Durance. So yeah, it sounds like we can go back down if we want to collect that treasure. God, it's just going to take a little bit to get back down and then back up. We'll go back. I'll try to make a mental note of that. I'm first going to go to Durgan's battery. Like I said, this next section will not be that exciting. So if you want to skip ahead to where the fight is, you know, just skip a couple minutes into the video, that is a-okay. So yeah. And, okay, someone asking for help. I just sent off Durance. Time to go back through the forest, because I know I can't jump this, because I know it's just a one-way. I'm guessing, you know, from how this is angled, this is higher than this, from what my understanding was. Alright, time to, well here, let's... There we go. Just wanted to get that notification out of the way. So yeah, not sure if this will work. You know, after gaining, what, 2 levels? And then some of us have, you know, some of that fire resistance because of those gigantic golems that are in this place. I must say, though, I really have liked the... Oh, we stepped on a trap. That's what it was. There we go. But yeah, I've really liked the design of all the dungeons and, you know, just what they've done with them. I don't know if it's just me, but, I mean, granted, of all the Obsidian games I have played up, you know, to this point, I mean, I've just really enjoyed their, you know, what they've made, you know? Even if, like, you know, some of them, of course, you know, all games are not perfect, and, you know, a lot of times, from my understanding, they've, you know, always been kind of tight with either deadlines and, at least definitely in the past, let me put it that way, from my understanding. But regardless, even, you know, they've made some great, you know, some good stuff. So... Oh, and also, you know, on that same note, I know they've, you know, kind of announced, this has been a little bit now, but some kind of like first-person RPG called, I think it's like a Avowed or something. I could be wrong on that name, but you know, set in this world, you know, and it's going to be made by them and all that. That sounds really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so we're here now. Let's see. Adair, you go there. Sarah's there. Zawa. Ah, shoot, I don't know, Zawa. Go there.
Hi.
Alof, you're gonna stay in the back. Kana, you're gonna stay in the back. Sagani's now here. Little Mark, you're gonna try to just hold that one off for a little bit.
Following your lead.
You know, Kana, you have pretty long range.
Hi.
Okay. Let me save it right here. I'll save it here, just in case. Okay.
Hey.
Yep. Place the Audra.
Remember yourselves, Pargrunen. Defend the battery.
Okay. All three of you, attack right there. Zawa. That's fine. Aloth. Help them out immediately. Kana, target them. Edelmark, charge that one. Sagani, attack that one. So we're all going to focus right here. Gonna try to take care of all three of them. How we doing? Good. Aloth. Aloth, do it again. Come on, come on. Near death. Edelmark's doing okay. Wow, that's the only bad part about this fight. They all bunch up, that it's really hard to... Okay, I think they just killed him, so... So everybody, except for Edelmark. Okay, Alof, you're gonna do... Magic Missile right there.
Indeed.
Oh, no, 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 Alof, don't do that, don't do that.
Lava will be on.
Zawa, second win, please. Thank you. Edelmark, how you doing? Halfway? Okay. What if we do that? Oh, dang it, she didn't get it off. Dang it. Okay, they're all injured. Everybody focus attention right there. Alof. Sagani's gonna go down, I know it. Wow, she went down really fast. Okay, Alof again.
Up.
Damn it. This fight is tough. Goodness.
Yes. Lava will be on seek.
Damn. Okay. Then we still have that one. Here, Alof, you know what? Yeah, let's do the cold. I forgot. Just do it. Just do it. And they're immune? Okay. Well, in that case...
Cannot land them.
Yeah, I know they're immune to there. Okay, they're dead. Everybody focus their attention. No, Zawa! Oh my god. Let's do it. Quickly. Damn it. Okay. So it's just Kana, Adair, and myself. Injured, badly injured, badly injured. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know what to do.
Following your lead.
Come on, guys. We're doing so well, in a way. If we go down, I'll say this. If we go down, I'll, instead of attacking the 3, maybe I don't know. I was gonna say attack all the golems first, but I don't know. just thought about something. The weapon. Does it do burning? I think it does. That's fine. Keep at it. Keep at it. Okay, they're gone. I know Kana's gonna eat it. Yep, Kana just ate it. Oh wow, we're actually pretty close, but I don't know if we'll be able to survive this.
Hey.
Charge!
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Pop that if you can. Thank you. Okay, that's one. Adair, second wind. Come on, Adair. There we go.
Attack! It's not working!
Ooh, man, we are so close. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Second wind. Okay, do that. And then you do... Ooh, no, stop. Hang on. Do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not working.
This thing isn't doing
Nice. Yes.
I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Everybody is severely injured, but we did it. And you know what the best part is? Payday! Not really, but yeah. Okay.
I shall.
Thank goodness. So yeah, those levels did help in the fire resistance. I'm gonna immediately save this. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence? Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sell you weak steel? Tell us, why did you invade our fortress?
Well, Durgan's battery has been deserted for over 200 years.
No, that cannot be. Abidan wouldn't allow it.
The flames flicker and shudder, and the stones beneath your feet grow suddenly cold.
Wake up, Exandru! This is why Abidan gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with villains like this.
Heat surges once again from the forge, prickling your skin.
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill. This silence. But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened to us?
Stories say that you fought amongst yourselves and destroyed one another.
We fought, yes. But only with words. Ideas. Yet it was enough. Our divisions left us unprepared for what came next.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless. They were...
Eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming for us.
What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
Good timing on the music as well.
They were relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why'd they attack you? They didn't stop to explain themselves, yet I wondered as what monstrous Wilder might survive in this place like this.
We should have taken our steel and pushed east.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands Maroons so coveted?
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Abidam, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
Go on then.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Gotcha. Oops.
Here, with the salvation Abidam had left us.
What was this salvation?
The White Forge. With it, our smiths pulled the souls from our bodies and preserved them in the very stones of Durgan's battery.
So the dwarves never expired, not truly.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn asunder. But it saved us.
Imprisoned us.
It was Abidam's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to the White Forge.
And now you're here in Durgan's battery.
Stuck here, you mean? With all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
That sounds maddening, never experiencing anything new.
Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White Forge.
You think so?
I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do Kith still speak of us?
From what I remember, I think you're still highly regarded as the Master Smiths.
That is good to know. It's only a shame that this legacy is nothing but a memory.
Is this why you braved the restless souls of Durgan's battery? To recover the process of Durgan's steel?
Actually, well, hang on. I like option 3 and 4. Now, granted, at this point, yes, the leaden key was kneading away into the battery and all that stuff, which we just basically handed it to them. But let's not get into that. There's a village called Starworth that's fallen on hard times. They asked me to find the White Forge. At this admission, you feel a softening in the essence of Bargruno. In one moment, each soul of the fragment is distinct, and in the next, they form in an indistinguishable host. You perceive them as a school of fish caught in a tide, a flurry of snowflakes on the wind, a pantry full of fragrant spices.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found here.
At least you get to leave this place.
But it was good to be remembered. However briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape, much like Merwald's did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purposes and trapped in the memory of the lost bottle. You taste the bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the persistent ache of centuries. It is a slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. Oh, excellent. I think they're done defending the forge. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna release them. I'm gonna release them. You're free to roam again, return to the wheel, and seek new lives. You perceive the tenuous connections between the souls and the battery. As you sever them, the souls cry out, some in relief and others in rage. Pressure builds in the ether, which swarms the essence of energy. You cover your ears and grit your teeth against the devastation hum. that builds in the core of your soul. The White Forge is now available to use. It has a unique ability to refine Durgan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots are required to create a single refined ingot. After refinement, these ingots can be used at any time in enchanting recipes, weapons, armor, steel. Awesome. Sure. Let's craft one, and we'll see. And that's just the table, so yeah, I'm wondering... So we have the ingot, but I don't know how to craft... And we just go here. Well, it's only that. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm glad, if anything, to have completed, you know, all this. Nice. Alright, let's stash all this. Anything else I missed? Doesn't look like it.
Yes.
Well, I just completed all that, so let us quickly... I say let's go back to Stalwart, see if they say anything about it. But regardless, it looks like I think we've most likely completed this first part of the White March.
By the time you stepped out of Durgan's battery and into the new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress and energy crackling in the sky. The survivors of Stalwart flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and prosperity at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks, as massive and relentless as an avalanche.
You've completed Pillars Returning to the White March Part 1. To begin the next chapter of the story, rest at any location outside of the White March. Gotcha. Well, we're gonna have to do that, so let's jump across. I don't know what's gonna happen in terms of what's gonna kick off the next part, you know? We'll see. Oh, and Zawa has something to say. Let's get near the exit before we talk to him. And besides, we need to rest up anyway after that battle. Okay, Zawa, what do you have to say?
What do you need of Zawa?
I thought you had something to say. Tell me more about your beliefs.
The ways of the Nalpazka can make little sense to an outsider.
When we met, you said you were freeing yourself from vanity.
Vanity is a snare that roots us to the ground. The way we see ourselves, the way others see us. These things are not real. They cannot be touched. The Nalpazka teachings reveal many such snares. Fear, pleasure, doubt, hatred. They hold us back if we let ourselves be caught.
And what happens if you avoid being caught?
Then you see only what is truly there, and you suffer no longer. You become as a god, seeing things as they do. If you can loose yourself from the snares, then you are free.
Tell me about your scars.
I meet people on the road, and they pity me. I have come to find it endearing. They see so many scars, and they wonder, how can the man beneath not be broken? A scar is a wound that heals, a living reminder of our power over suffering. They cause no pain, only the echo of pain, which cannot hurt you. Show me a scarred man, and I will show you a man who can overcome.
So who are all the Nalpazka?
We are the warriors of the Takan. Nobles, peasants, it does not matter. We are souls caged in flesh, nothing more. But it is one thing to say it, another to know it. So we train until we know it, or until we meet our ends. I give this answer because it is what you wanted, but the Nalpazga would say different. They would say that we are nothing at all.
So what do the Nalpazga seek? Studies the horizon. He smiles as if at a pleasant thought. Does not look at you as he speaks.
Perfection. Look around you. The world is perfect. Every being, every moment, every death. Rarely do we see this. We stumble through life, lost in distractions. Every practice of the Nalpazga is a reminder to stop stumbling, to know the perfection.
How can you say the world is perfect?
You think the world imperfect? Most would agree. Most would say the world is imperfect because we suffer. They imagine a world without suffering and dream of living there, and suffer all the more for it. This is their mistake. The world is perfect. It was created by a boundless wisdom. It is for us to learn why a perfect world requires that we suffer. You would ask much of one who knows little.
So tell me about your home.
Ishmael is vast. Outsiders think of it as one land and its people as one people. But if you walk across it, you see that there are many Ishmaels. The Ishmael that the Khan know is rich in soil and water. The crops seem to grow in front of you. We build our homes along the Aki River, and it is good to us, though every so often it floods, so that the Khan do not forget their suffering. It would not be the rainy season without my neighbor Esley swimming after his escaped goats and nearly drowning. But home is an idea, no more real than justice or honor. My home is here now, wherever I stand.
Let's keep moving. That's kind of weird that it showed the dialogue box, but I thought those, the questions that were there were already there to begin with. But regardless, let us actually, yeah, go back to Stalwart. I'm gonna talk to the woman again, their chieftain, or I can't remember her title, but yeah, you get the idea. Just see if she says anything else about the situation. Then we'll rest up outside, see what, how the part 2 is going to shake out.
Have you ever looked up, felt a sudden surprise at where you are? I think it's just sunk in that I'm a year out from home.
Only every day. You'll get used to it.
Still enjoying the banter. Like, in a way, like all these kind of games, I kind of wish there was a little bit more of it. But still, some good stuff. Alright, so... actually, no, this is not where she's at. Hang on, everybody, bear with me. Yes. This should be her. There we go.
Been 200 years since folks set foot in Durgan's battery. Now you've cracked the place wide open, and with quite the display. Thanks to your help, we just might pull through. You've done a lot.
And here, I've been saving these. Some of these last gems were recovered before we had to close the mines. With any luck, we'll have them open again soon. So what happens now for Stalwart? Now, it's up to us to use the opportunity to pull ourselves back together. I'm still not pleased about having Berrigan's clan a stone throws from our gates, but I have to hope that your deal with her holds. Just have to hope that Taina pushes along a few more years. She once knew a lot about mining, but she's starting to go. To be honest, I didn't really think anyone could open the battery. I just gave folks something to hope for. But I'm starting to hope. The White Forge can turn things around for us, and if we're able to make use of it before some Durodian nobles stakes a claim out here, I'm glad I could help. So are we. I'm hoping you'll make use of the White Forge too, if you haven't already. After all, it doesn't get much better than Durgan steel. You can forge some of your existing gear. You'll have a powerful set of equipment in your hands.
What's on your mind?
No, I think that is all it requires, so farewell. Alright, we're gonna return to the keep, we're gonna rest up, see what happens. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness. Woo! Really don't know why I started coughing, but that's okay. Alright, back to the Deerwood, back to the keep. Okay,
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Indeed. Alright, let us... There it is. Let's rest. As asleep, you are buried and buffeted by the villages of dream. Oh, sorry, God. The vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you and fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you and shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still, but for curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, the shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first it sounds like a distinct drumming, then it grows louder, crackling through the dry air and booming from the mountain peaks. It builds until you feel it reverberating beneath your feet. Go to the battery. You head towards the fortress, but soon the shaking ground halts your progress. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops as a great sheet of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. The rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms fill with snow and scray. A rock slide buries... Oh... What? A rock slide buries Stalwart and Durgan's battery into a shaken rubble. Shadows rise over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You flee. You tumble from the foothills and bound across the Deerwood, fleeing the rubble of the advancing army all the while. Yeah, barricade myself in Cadnua. Rises from the fortress, its mended walls reaching out to you like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great halls, and the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundations of a great keep. Just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from the courtyard. The ceiling collapses, sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding knotted around your legs. As you shake free of the last bonds of sleep, you hear a voice whispering something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. You awaken feverishly, warm and covered in sweat. Seek information about the army and Stalwart. The Forgotten Army. Oh boy. There it is. Perhaps the residents will know of it. Oh, Sagani leveled up. Excellent. Let's give her some athletics. And let's get... You know, yeah, revive companion. Okay, before... Let's just go back and see. Let's just go back and see. Oh, wait. We had another spot on the map. I couldn't tell what the name was. There's probably some place I could have explored earlier and I just never did. Or maybe that's where the army's at, but we'll see.
Indeed.
Oh?
While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darien.
You approach the source of the commotion and see a throng of villagers. They're arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands at a lone figure perched above them. A young man stands on a spur of rock, his clenched fist held aloft. Steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gathering.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them. Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
Hey, an angry mob. See? We're not so far from home.
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place. If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess!
Stop, everyone. A dozen heads turn in your direction. The villagers recognize you, and your eyes widen with hope and reverence. So enough shouting. I want someone to calmly explain what's going on. He nods.
It's a small army from Raid Saris. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
The words trigger a sudden flashback to your dream of a mysterious army and the destruction of Cadnua. As the image fades, you see once more the vision of 100 eyes watching you and something just beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge. They're led by Adarik Sendamir. Comes from an old Raid Saren family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
In Zawa's experience, if one is only half mad with visions, the dose was too low.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raid Saris. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood. So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago. We haven't seen our people since. That can only mean one thing.
I'm almost tempted to tell them to give it up. I really am. I really am. But I don't... I'll be honest, I don't know the nation of Red Chris. Well, that's what I keep calling it, Red Chris. But let me move the mouse. Red Saris. I really think it's called Red Chris. What? No, because I keep... Oh my goodness. I keep switching the R and the E. Whatever. You get the idea. But no, I'm almost tempted to tell them just to give it up. What if you share it? They'll just shout louder.
After what they did to our neighbors?
Only thing they know how to do is start wars.
Please, everyone, whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates. You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you.
Oh, man. Very well.
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery, built their fort there. It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it. The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter.
I see.
Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here. While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons. They've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come.
Wonderful. Let's check the map. Yeah, I missed an area. Whitestone Hollow, whatever that is. And there's the fort. Interesting. Gosh, and it's kind of sad because all that seems, you know, urgent. Me having to, you know, to do it and whatnot, but I don't know. So we have that army. We have this group that's attacking that wizard that we're gonna help out. Shoot, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I will actually complete this. Like, in a way, I kind of want to, but I don't want this to be like... I'll say this. I'm afraid this is going to be really difficult, you know, and I'm just might get frustrated at it, and I don't want that to happen. That's my main fear. So I'm just saying, I don't know if I'll actually complete this expansion, but regardless, so we're gonna investigate this though, see what happens. I'm not gonna totally write it off just yet. I'm either gonna go there first, or I'm gonna go check this out. Regardless, this is like the two last things I want to do. Well, besides the companion stuff, which is, I think, just... Oh yeah, Dare. That's right, I still haven't been able to find his brother. And then Durance. Need to continue to get to know him. Alright, so... Ready the cannons. New quest available. Interesting, okay. Oh, and something about the fort? Or our fort, our keep? Yeah, let's, 500? Yeah, pay that off. And what is it? Yeah. Pay them off. So yeah, I think that's where I'll end this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Next time... I'll say this. Next time, I'll go to the fort, this Iron Flail fort, and see what happens. See how bad this gets, how difficult this is. Like I said, I'll just throw up the reservation that I might not finish this and just, you know, and leave it. We'll see. But regardless, after completing that, I'll try this out, see how, you know, how this is. And then lastly, I'll then, I think, probably go to, well, before Burial Isle, the companion stuff, then Burial Isle. That's my thought right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. Once again, I greatly appreciate it if you made it this far into the episode. You know, just thank you for taking the time to watch. It's, you know, just thank you. So wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and take it easy, everyone.